Today we'll be discussing Amazon Flexible Payment Service. We need a solution that enables new website developers to process different payments. And the real challenge is if you're developing your first e-commerce site, it's kind of difficult to accept a wide range of payments because typically banks and financial institutions will require a certain amount of transactions each month to justify it. So we discovered Amazon Flexible Payment Service, which could enable you to tap into all the Amazon customers, and they could select their preferred payment option through Amazon, and through FPS make purchases on your website for a fee. Another benefit from using Amazon Flexible Payment Service is that you can use other features such as Amazon Web Store and Amazon Marketplace Web Service. And so in order to demonstrate the capability of Amazon Flexible Payment Service, I developed a website on Amazon Web Store. And it's very convenient because they have Flexible Payment Service fully integrated with the website I developed via Amazon Web Store. And then, of course, we have additional capabilities with Amazon Marketplace Web Service, which, for example, that helps you with fulfillment, shipping your product to your customer. So Amazon can provide a complete solution, but our presentation today will really focus on Amazon Flexible Payment Service. Amazon Flexible Payment Service is a web service that enables developers to accept payments on their website. FPS allows Amazon customers to use their Amazon account to pay for items. There's another benefit too because Amazon provides a full Java API so that you could integrate FPS with websites that are not on an Amazon platform. So that's very helpful as your enterprise expands. Another benefit, I would say a key benefit, is you have instant access to millions of Amazon customers that you can market your products to. And if they decide to purchase products from your website, you can get their information such as their address and their email, and so it could help you with direct marketing efforts. Here's where you'd go to find out more information about FPS. It's pretty much branded as Amazon Payments, so website was very helpful for I focused on the development side, but even customers and merchants would be interested in it. As I indicated previously, in order to demonstrate the FPS technology, I developed a website to sell items, and so I used Amazon Web Store to develop that website. And the reason I did that is because the flexible payment is already integrated with the website I developed. If you develop it through Amazon Web Store, it comes already with all the relevant APIs, and so it makes it very easy. And so that's why I developed the website through Amazon Web Store. The other benefits too are, of course, Amazon spends a lot on fraud prevention technology, and so that's greatly appreciated because they're dealing with credit card numbers. So if you let them handle it, you don't have to take the responsibility for handling credit card numbers and so forth. So it can be very helpful. And of course, there's reliability and scalability. Plus, you can get feedback reports to see how many people are going to your website, and of course you'll understand the type of payments that are coming through flexible payments. Here's a listing of the fee structure, and it's particularly reasonable for someone just starting out because I really like the fact that Most of the expenses on a per sales item. Of course, there's the monthly fee, but when you're starting out, you probably have low volume, and so the less you sell, the less expensive it will be. Of course, the objective is to sell more. Before you can even start to create a website on Amazon Web Store, you have to get, in addition to your Amazon ID and so forth, you have to register with Amazon Marketplace Web Service. Pretty easy to do. I'll show you the website where you can do that, but you basically go there, you register. You do have to fill out a W-9 for tax purposes because you will be selling items on your website, and also a checking account because when you get sales, that's where the revenue will go to your checking account. So you fill that in, and you get a login ID, and you get some different other credentials, which I'll indicate later, which you will need for if you want to customize programming. You'll have to have access to various passwords. Just some background information on what Amazon Market Web Service entails. They offer a web service API that enables Amazon sellers and website developers to exchange e-commerce data, typically in XML format. Plus, there's a wide range of additional APIs that are very helpful, such as fulfillment, shipping your product to your customer. Obviously, we're focusing on the payment solutions, but by being part of the Amazon Marketplace Web Service, you do have access to several other capabilities that are beyond the scope of this presentation. Now, even though for simplicity, we developed our e-commerce website on Amazon. It's important to know that there's a whole API available for Java developers, and as part of this project, I also tested some Java programs that I was able to download. I basically download the entire API. It was recommended that you run it in a Unix environment, but through a little bit of work, I was able to actually run it through my Eclipse on my Mac. So that was just more helpful in terms of editing the programs. There's quite a few, and so there are dozens of test programs you can run. So I just ran a couple of them. So I was able to verify that I was able to interact with the website, but I didn't want to process actual payments for obvious reasons. So my testing was limited, but still it did work. Part of the development of the website was I named the website Bull Fitness. And it was just really a mock-up to demonstrate the capabilities of Amazon Flexible Payment Service. Again, I developed it through Amazon Web Store, and because I did that, it's already fully integrated with the FPS APIs. It wasn't too complicated. Once you get set up and you have the right passwords to start developing your website. Here's one of the first pages, and as you can see, you can add products. I added a couple of products to the website. You can create categories. So, for example, I created a nutritional category. You can select the background, and so in a very short period of time, your website will look pretty professional. And there are different organizations you can select, so it's pretty simple, but it does look pretty professional. At the top, you'll see where the website can be viewed. That's bull-store.hostedbywebstore.com, and so you can just go there via browser. And I disabled the purchasing because this was just a mock-up, but it wouldn't take much to actually go live with the website because I do have a checking account linked with it. We had to do that. and then we did complete the tax forms in order to get the website up and running. Here's the what the website looks like just before it's published, and right now I think we have two products on it, and it's very flexible. You can upload images, you can customize the products, and then here's where you actually publish the website. And as you can see, when I published it, it's successful. You can take it down, to update it, or you could make updates, and then it usually takes about an hour for it to populate on the website. And then, when you go to the website, you can select an item that you wanted to purchase, and just like with Amazon, you can bring it to your shopping cart, and you can be ready to purchase the item. And what would happen then is the the Amazon customer can select whatever payment method they want that is hosted by Amazon, and they purchase it. It's transacted into my checking account as a sale, and it's very simple. And again, I don't have to worry about the credit cards or anything like that. A little more information about the Amazon Flexible Payment Service Java SDK. Amazon provides a complete API with numerous samples that you can test. As I indicated previously, they're designed to be run in the Unix environment, but you can make changes and run them in most environments. And if you have additional information, I recommend you go to the developer site because they have a wealth of information there. Here's the website where the SDKs are located. They also have a developer chat room where you could network with other developers and share information. And there's other SDKs for PHP and others. Here's where I downloaded the entire SDK. I basically just downloaded it to my desktop and then ported it over to the Eclipse environment. And you did have to make some changes because the main difficulty there is to make sure you run your build file correctly, so it's pointing at both the jars that you need and the source file. So that was kind of the one aspect you should focus on when you put these files in the Eclipse environment. Here's a layout of the SDK when it's downloaded, and as you see, there are three directories. I focused on using the source directory and the lib directory. The lib has all the jars with the additional that you have to import to run the test files. And here's basically a list of files, many of which I was able to test. But because we're not live, I did not have a transaction code to basically complete the transaction. So that limited my ability to test it, but I was still able to confirm that it was interacting with the website, which was my the main thing I wanted to accomplish. Here's some screen prints of Eclipse, and it just shows you how I ported it over. And here, just to emphasize the Java build path, that this is what you want to focus on. Make sure you have all the appropriate jars in the build path. And then we concluded by running the test file, and as you can see, we were successful. Here's my the e-commerce site online, And you can see the two products I have down here. You know, didn't want extensively build it out at this stage because this is really just a test, but has a lot of functionality already built in, and so that was very helpful. Okay, this concludes the presentation.